everyone, and a pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be. I am Tony Abatey back here in the old gym at Frontenac High School as we get set to bring you the second of our doubleheader here this evening as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers are getting ready to take on the Lafayette Lady Lancers from Wildwood, Missouri, which is just outside of St. Louis. So Fort Scott Lady Tigers looking to continue their nice winning streak to start the season. Of course, Fort Scott coming in at 9-0 overall, 5-0 in the SCK. Of course, none of these games will be SCK League games this week, but looking forward to this tournament and the competition that's going to be in it as Fort Scott will play. If they win tonight, they would play Nevada tomorrow at 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the new gym. If they lose, they'll play right back here in the old gym at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The starters as they announce them for Lafayette, the Lady Tigers. Look like they're going to go with their normal starting lineup as Fort Scott is. You're fine. You're fine. 5'6" sophomore Abby Gorman, 5'6" senior Raven Kegler, 5'6" junior Allie Brown, 5'9" senior Keegan Yarrick, and 5'11" junior Kylie Comstock. So, yeah. So for Lafayette, their starters are going to go with 5'8" freshman Maria Golfo, 5'4" freshman Lila Kimberlin, 5'11" junior Taylor Nania, 5'7" freshman Amelia Golfo, and 5'8" sophomore Faith Zukalski. My apologies if I mispronounced a few of those names. I'm sure I probably mispronounced a couple, and this is another one I'll probably get wrong. So I do apologize in advance. Greg Herdlika is their head coach. They're 3-12 coming into action here tonight. Of course, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers, head coached by Pashan Steps, and again, they are 9-0 coming into action this evening. Lady Tigers in their home white uniforms with the red letters, red numbers, red and black trim. The Lafayette Lady Lancers. Alliteration magic there in Lafayette. They're going to be in their road black uniforms with the gold letters, gold numbers, gold and white trim, and we're underway. Fort Scott wins the tip. They'll head to the opposite side of us, right to left across your screen here on Duckbait TV. Thanks again for joining us this evening. Your first quarter sponsor is Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Armstrong. Quick shot there by the Tigers, no good, but the putback is good by Abby Gorman. That'll make it quickly 2-0 in favor of the Lady Tigers here. Now a three-pointer at the other end by Lafayette, no good. And they'll reset the offense. Again, just underway, 2-0. Here's your score. Fort Scott with the early lead here. Three-pointer in the corner. That one is no good from Golfo. And Fort Scott grabs the rebound. Keegan Yarrick with the rebound there for the Lady Tigers. Try to pass it into the corner, pass it back out, and it's going to be a turnover on Fort Scott. 6:49 to go here in the first quarter. And a quick turnover back to the Lady Tigers. Fort Scott, we've seen that all year. They've been very good on the defensive end. A shot looked like it was partially blocked that time. Still 2-0. We played nearly 2 minutes here at Frontenac in the first game for the Lady Tigers here in the Four-State Classic. We got a whistle, and it looks like a jump ball, and the possession arrow will favor Lafayette here. Maria Golfo will inbound it. And a quick steal for Fort Scott. Now it looks like a foul on Maria Golfo. That'll be the first one of the game. Pass. Nice job. They found the backdoor pass to Kylie Comstock. And she'll get the basket for the Tigers. Drive in. Shot there is no good. That looked like Nania with the shot. Fort Scott with the rebound. Quickly down into the front court. Shot by Gorman. No good, but a foul, and free throws coming for Gorman. So it'll be the second foul on Maria Golfo here. They have not made a sub yet for her, so it looks like they're going to let her play this one out. Abby Gorman misses both of them. Tough luck there for Abby at the free throw line, but Fort Scott able to battle and get the rebound back. Keegan Yarick has it. Missed the shot a little bit short. .5:02 to go here in the quarter. 4-0. Fort Scott with the lead. A little bit of a slow start for the Lady Tigers in this one. Playing I believe, a Class 16, either 5 or 6, from the St. Louis suburb of Wildwood, Missouri. Pass deflected, stolen away by Kylie Comstock. Three-pointer on the way from Gorman. Swish! Abby Gorman buries the three, and Lafayette is going to take timeout. 7-0, Fort Scott with the lead. 4:26 to go in the first quarter, and Lafayette takes their first timeout. So 4:26 left to go. Here in the first quarter, Lafayette will have the ball out of the timeout. Fort Scott with a 2-2-1 press here. Lafayette has Anika Kavicic in the game. And again, I do apologize. I'm probably butchering most of these pronunciations for Lafayette. Like she has replaced Maria Golfo, who did pick up her second foul earlier. Drive by Amelia Golfo, and she loses the basketball, stolen by Fort Scott. Oh, backdoor play to Keegan Yarick, and she'll hit it. Nice look by Allie Brown. And Fort Scott leads this one 9-0. Pass up the court. Two-three zone or 2-1-2 maybe even from Fort Scott. Here's a long three. That one doesn't go. Rebound is batted out and taken by the Lady Tigers. And now a foul, it looks like, on Fort Scott. It'll be the first one on the Lady Tigers here. And that one's going to be the first one on Kylie Comstock here. So 2:45 to go. Fort Scott with a lead now 9-0. Pass deflected by Keegan, and she'll take the steal. And now the ball's knocked out of bounds, but it'll stay with Fort Scott. 2:31 to go here in the first quarter. Again, thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV here on YouTube.com. Keegan with the inbounds play comes in. Fort Scott has Claire McElroy, a 5'8 sophomore, on the floor right now. She's got the ball over on the far side. Three-pointer from Keegan is no good. Rebound inside by J.C. Rogers, a 5'9 sophomore, who's also checked into the game. Inbounds play comes in. Foul is on. There we go. Amelia Golfo. And now another foul on Lafayette. And it puts Comstock at the free throw line. Kylie, a 51% free throw shooter coming into tonight, but misses the first. Makes the second. So that'll increase that lead out to double digits for Fort Scott at 10-0. Lady Tiger defense has forced an average of 17.3 turnovers per game. Now we got a whistle and a jump ball over on the far side. And their pressure has resulted, at least in the moment, of 5 turnovers. So they're well on their way to matching that total, or that average at least anyway. And they get the ball back here. Pass comes around, three-pointer on the way from McElroy, a double clutched, and then it was blocked there. So no good. Rebound, Lafayette. Back to Kimberlin at the top of the key for Lafayette. Works it to her left to Nania. Now back to the top. Over to the right side. Three-pointer on the way. That one doesn't go. Rebound, Fort Scott. Coming up on a minute to play. Keegan Yarrick there. That one's no good. Yarrick, of course, just signed recently to go to Butler Community College next season to play basketball. She's the leading scorer and leading rebounder for the Lady Tigers this season. Here's a shot inside by, I believe that was Amelia Golfo, and it's no good. Actually, correction, it was Ellie Messer with the shot. It was missed. 41 seconds to go. The foul there was called on Lila Kimberlin. Her first. Team's 5th of the quarter, and that puts Allie Brown at the free throw line. With 28 seconds to go, she made the first. And hits them both. She's an 88% free throw shooter coming into tonight. Makes them both there. 12-0, Fort Scott with the lead here as we wind down the first quarter. Rayleigh Cowan, a 5'6" sophomore, has checked in for the Lady Tigers. Ball loose on the floor after a missed shot from Wildwood, and it's another tie ball. This time possession arrow favors the Lady Lancers. Ball comes into Kavizik. Now back out. Nice drive to the basket by Nania. She makes the bucket there. Quickly down the court, Fort Scott. They lost it into the corner. 2 seconds, 1 second, and they ran out of time. Allie Brown put a shot up, but it was a little too late. And Fort Scott will head to the quarter break with a 12-2 lead over the Lady Lancers of Lafayette High School from the St. Louis suburb of Wildwood, Missouri. That is the cool thing, one of the many cool things about this tournament is that you're going to see teams, not only teams from Kansas that you might not see. In fact, I think the only 2 teams from Kansas in this tournament this year are us and Frontenac. So you don't see Frontenac, of course, being in the CNC, a different league in Southeast Kansas, and a different class at 3A. You don't see them at all during the course of the season, a regular season. But also, you're not going to see teams from St. Louis or Oklahoma. There's one team, Bartlesville, from just north of Tulsa, of course, and then Piedmont on the boys' side is just outside of Tulsa, and the Tiger boys are going to face Piedmont tomorrow night. We'll tell you more about that coming up as we go. Our first quarter sponsor, do want to get them mentioned one more time. Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Armstrong. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Fort Scott looks like they put their starters back out on the court to start this second quarter. And a quick turnover here. We'll give the ball back to Lafayette. And a basket is good. And we got a whistle, and it looks like a foul going to be called on the Lady Lancers. Looks like Anika Kavizik will pick up her first foul, and it puts Kylie back at the free throw line. Kylie makes the first of two. Second one on the way, makes it as well. So it's back to a 10-point game, 14-4. Fort Scott with the lead. Now another Lafayette turnover there. They've been racking those up again. I mentioned Lady Tigers have averaged forcing 17.3 turnovers per game. Here's a drive by Keegan, and its shot is no good, but a foul, and Keegan will go to the free throw line. It's going to be let's see who they put it on. It'll be on Lila Kimberlin, her second. And Keegan steps to the line as a 61% free throw shooter and makes the first. Second one is also good. So 16-14. Fort Scott with the lead. 6:40 to go. The boys are already in the winner's bracket. After winning earlier today, they'll be in the new gym tomorrow and Saturday. Lady Tigers trying to join them in the winner's bracket in the new gym tomorrow and Saturday. Lady Tigers, regardless of whether they win or lose, will play at 8 o'clock tomorrow night, or 8:30 tomorrow evening. This game was scheduled to begin at 8:30 as well, and we were pretty close to that tonight as the fourth game of the night in this gym. Here's a shot there by Keegan. That one's good. So Keegan up to 6 points now. Kylie Comstock with 5, Abby Gorman with 5 as well, and the Lady Tigers lead at 18-4. Pass for Lafayette. They get it inside. Now back out it comes. Running through their offense, trying to get their positions going through here. They get it inside to Nania, and she missed the shot. Rebound, Fort Scott. Long two on the way from Allie Brown. That one does not go, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds. I'll say it was last touched by Lafayette. Allie will inbound it from just outside the base, or just outside the lane on the baseline. And this time it's lost out of bounds by Fort Scott. So it goes back over to Lafayette, 18-4. Lady Tigers with the lead here. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in the quarter. Pass goes, break the press, up to Nania, and they're going to count the basket. So a layup is good. And the basket, and free throws are coming as well. Foul's going to go on Raven Kegler, her first. First one on the team here in the quarter. That puts Taylor at the free throw line. She missed it. Fort Scott comes away with the rebound. 18-6. Shot there by Keegan is no good. Lady Lancers got the rebound. Bring it back the other direction. Pass comes over to that's Ellie Messer. Numbers are a little bit small on the backs, and they kind of blend in. Sometimes 22 looks like 20 and so forth. Here's a shot, doesn't go. Kylie Comstock comes away with a rebound. Ball goes over right side. Three-pointer on the way from Keegan. That one doesn't go. Rebound loose. Picked up by Kylie Comstock, and I believe she got fouled as well. Foul is on Ellie Messer, her first. Inbounds play comes to Allie Brown. Shot just inside the three-point line, but it's no good. Keegan grabbed the rebound. And the ball lost out of bounds again. So with 4:07 to go in the second quarter, the Lady Tigers still leading it 18-6. And now we got a whistle. Looks like another foul on Lafayette. Faith Zukowski picks up her first. J.C. Rogers at the free throw line, and she makes them both. So 20-6 now. Fort Scott on top. Kimberlin with the basketball. Looks left. Throws it over there at the feet of a teammate, and it goes out of bounds. So ball back over to Fort Scott. 3:49 to play here in the second quarter. Lady Tigers lead this one 20-6. Allie Brown works it across the timeline. Over to Keegan, now inside, now back outside to Keegan. Steps to the left, three-pointer on the way, is good! And now Lafayette's going to call another timeout. 3:33 to go. Lafayette calls their second timeout. This time it'll be a full timeout. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender believing that better is possible. Constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone, Joey can assist you when buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote by visiting Cale's website at calenelson.com or give Cale a call at 620-223-2828. Coming back out of the timeout. 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go here in the second quarter. The Lady Tigers lead this one 23-6. Lafayette ahead to Nania, and she was on the way to the basket and tripped because she was fouled by the Lady Tigers. Foul's going to go on Keegan, her first. It's going to be free throws for Nania, but she misses the first. Second one is good. So she makes one and misses one. And now Fort Scott gets it down the court, and we got another whistle as it looks like another turnover for the Lady Tigers. They've had a few themselves tonight. .318 to go. 23-7 is your score. Fort Scott back in their 2-2-1 press. Not trapping as much as they usually do at this moment, but they can definitely bring that on anytime. Pass goes far side, nearly lost out of bounds, and is lost out of bounds by Lafayette. And another foul going to be called. This time it's on Faith Zukowski. Keegan at the line for two. Just made two a few moments ago, but misses the first here. And now Aubrey Yarrick, 5'8" sophomore, checking in for the first time tonight. Allie Brown will come out. Second free throw is good. That'll make it 24-7. Fort Scott on top. Three-pointer on the way. This one no good. Looks like a foul away from the basket, though, on Fort Scott. I was going to go on Aubrey Yarick. Her first, team's third of the quarter. Inbound play here. Comes into Nania. Now back over to Amelia Golfo. Back to Maria Golfo with 2 fouls out front. Now back over to Kimberlin. She's the point guard. Trying to run through some traffic there. Drive. Now kick out. Ball in the hands of Amelia Golfo. Now back to the top to Kimberlin. She'll go left side with it. Now back to the top. They work against this 2-3 Fort Scott zone. 1:52 to go in the second quarter. Lady Tigers again leading at 24-7. Three-pointer on the way. This one is no good. Rebound fought for and taken by Fort Scott. Amber Yarick wrestled that one away. Fort Scott with another bucket here. Foul is the second one on Keegan Yarick here. Minute 22 to go. Kelly Archimbold is checking in here for Lafayette. And again, I do apologize if there's a whole lot of letters there, and I didn't say them all, but if I mispronounced that, I do apologize. She, I believe, checked in for Lila Kimberlin. Pass deflected there by Keegan. It's taken away by Yarick. Here comes the Lady Tigers, and a layup is good. (28-7). Fort Scott with the lead by 3 touchdowns here tonight. They had a lead similar to this at halftime of the Pittsburgh game, if I remember correctly, last Tuesday. Not too far from here in Crawford County, down at Pittsburgh High School. 22 seconds to go in the quarter. Lafayette trying to run through their offense again, and looks like we have another foul on Fort Scott, and this may be the third one on Keegan Yarick. Let's see who they call it on. And it is. Third one on Keegan. So with 15.9 seconds, a couple of free throws coming for Lafayette. First one is good by Maria Golfo. And Keegan will check out for Rayleigh Cowan. Second free throw on the way, and it is also good. Fort Scott tries to break the press. It's knocked away, though. Three-pointer here is no good, and that'll take us to the end of the quarter. So three-pointer there at the buzzer by Maria Golfo does not go, and that'll finish this first half of play. It is Fort Scott 28 and Lafayette 9. So again, here at halftime, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers lead the Lafayette Lady Lancers 28-9. Let's take a minute to thank our sponsors. Again, we've got some great ones that have helped us out all year, and we love to recognize them when we get the opportunity to do so. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSCK or call them at 620-605-2769. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call 620-215-9240. Again, huge thanks to all of our sponsors out there, all of the folks watching as well. If you are tuning in for the first time or maybe just caught us the last couple of weeks during basketball season here, if you're not a subscriber to our Duckbait TV channel, we encourage you to do that. I've gotten kind of lax here during basketball season to kind of explain that for folks that maybe weren't with us during football season. But the couple of things with that, first of all, we get to 1,000 subscribers here on Duckbait TV. YouTube will automatically archive all of our games. Now, I say that, and you can go right now and find the live broadcasts that we've done for just about everything so far. So I don't know exactly the deal with that, but that's what they tell us. They'll automatically start to archive our stuff once we get to 1,000 subscribers. Anyway, it helps us out, but it also helps you out as the viewer. If you become a subscriber to Duckbait TV, first of all, there's no cost to it. I wish they called it something else, because it is not. There is not a pay for that. We do not make anybody pay to watch Duckbait TV, or at least at this point, we're not with that. But if you do hit that subscribe button, when you sign into YouTube every time, if we're live, it'll come up for you automatically. So it'll tell you, hey, Duckbait TV is live. Do you want to watch it? And so that'll be easy for you, for all of you viewers out there. If you are a subscriber, once you sign into YouTube, if we are doing a game, maybe you catch it a few minutes late or something like that, it should come up for you and at least tell you that we're live. It may not come up and just completely take over your screen, but it should come up and tell you that we're live. So anyway, if you're a subscriber, that'll help. It helps us out, but it also helps you out too. So if you want it, and again, there's no cost to that. We don't make anybody pay for that at this point. So some YouTube channels do make you do that, but we're not at that point just yet. And I don't know that we will. We want to make this a good option for folks to watch the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers whenever we're around doing these games. So we want to be another option for everybody out there that wants to watch their kids and their grandkids and their cousins and their nieces and nephews and everybody that wants to watch the Tigers and Lady Tigers. We want to give that as an option for you. So anyway, a lot of words there that, I don't know, sometimes I just get wordy to be wordy. But anyway, thanks for joining us and thanks for tuning in here on Duckbait TV. We really appreciate the support, both from our sponsors and everybody out there tuning in. This is a lot of fun for me. I love doing these games, first of all, but I really love this week in particular. Tournament week is great, especially this tournament, as I mentioned before. A great opportunity for these Tigers and Lady Tigers to face some teams that you're not going to see ordinarily. Fort Scott Tiger boys beat Seneca earlier tonight. And that, of course, Seneca, Missouri, a team that Fort Scott is not going to see a whole lot. So it's good to see them get that victory. Let's see if we can pull up some brackets here for you as well. Tell you exactly what the Tigers and Lady Tigers are going to be doing over the next couple of days. So there's the ladies' bracket. Fort Scott Lady Tigers, if they win tonight, they will play Nevada at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. The Nevada Lady Tigers defeated Blue Valley Southwest 53-40 in their game earlier today. So Fort Scott will take on Nevada at 4 o'clock in the new gym if they continue this 28-9 advantage and win the game this evening. The loser of tonight's game, they will take on Blue Valley Southwest at 4 o'clock in the old gym, right here in the old gym tomorrow or tonight. So that's the deal. If Fort Scott can hold on and win this, they'll play a team that, again, they don't see very often, but probably pretty familiar with in the fact that it's Nevada. And so they'll play them at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the new gym. Again, if they don't hold on and Lafayette comes back and wins, the Lady Tigers will play Blue Valley Southwest, which, again, is a 5A team that Fort Scott is not going to see during the regular season. They're just not during obviously within league play and all of that kind of thing. As we move down the bracket, Blue Springs is there playing. They played Frontenac. They were under the last time window, so they played during the previous game to this. So their game's already done, but we didn't get a result just yet, so we're not sure exactly who won that game. When I peeked in at about midway through the third quarter, Blue Springs did have a lead by about 15 or so over Frontenac, but don't know what the final score there was. And we don't have a final score from Bartlesville and Seneca's girls game, but we know that Bartlesville did win that one, so they will advance on to the winners bracket semifinals tomorrow, and then Seneca will be in the consolation bracket. So, again, a lot of teams that you're not going to see often for the Fort Scott Lady Tigers. This Lafayette team we mentioned, they're out of Wildwood, Missouri, which is a suburb of St. Louis. Blue Springs, of course, on the Kansas City, Missouri side. Seneca's boys and girls are both here. Of course, you got Frontenac and Nevada. But, again, a lot of teams that you're not going to see, and just a lot of fun for the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers to come down here. And you get the good competition as well, which is going to test them and push them as we go forward in the season. As we look at the 4A East sub-state standings, the Fort Scott Lady Tigers are leading that coming into action tonight with a 9-0 record. So they would be in the number 1 seed in the East if the sub-state started tonight. Not only that, but they've got the tiebreaker on the points as well at this point. They cap that, we talked a lot about that during football season. They cap it at 13 during football season. They cap it at 15 during basketball season. And the Fort Scott Lady Tigers have a 15-0-0, which means they've won every single game so far by more than 15, by at least 15 points. I think actually, as I look through things, they've been more than 15 points each night. Fort Scott has done a great job in league play, but you want to test yourself and see what else is out there, because you're not going to just play SEK schools to get to the 4A state tournament and win a 4A state championship. You got to play some other teams as well, and you want to see what you can do against some different styles and things like that. So Fort Scott is doing a great job of executing that right now. The Tiger boys we mentioned earlier, they beat Seneca's boys. And we'll tell you a little bit about that. We are trying to upload the game. We'll make sure as soon as we get home, my internet at home is a little bit better for that than the internet here. But so if you missed, we did have a glitch there. I think maybe it was because we signed in with a new or changed a password or something, maybe. But we did have a glitch there during the broadcast in the second quarter, I believe, maybe the end of the first quarter. If you are wanting to watch, the Tiger boys were down by 7. They had a 17-0 run to end the first half to go from down 7 to up 10, and that helped them then get some momentum going into the second half and beat Seneca earlier. If you want to watch that, I encourage you to do that. Make sure, give us a little bit of time to get home and get that uploaded. But once we upload the recorded version, because we record these as well as while we're broadcasting, once we upload that recorded version, you should be able to get the entire game that way. So, again, we do apologize for that little glitch during the boys' game. I don't think we've had an issue so far during the girls' game. But anyway, thanks again for tuning in and watching this one. Let's take a look at that boys bracket just really quickly, because the Tiger boys are going to play Piedmont out of Piedmont, Oklahoma, which is a suburb of Oklahoma City. Piedmont defeated Nevada's boys 66-42. You see there on your screen just a little bit ago. And the other game that was final in the boys' side, we got the score from Twitter. Webb City defeated Owensville 73-53. So there's your results on the boys' side as well. And it looks like we're just about ready to get the girls' second half underway here this evening. And the Fort Scott Lady Tigers leading things 28-9. And Lafayette will start with the basketball. They get it inside to Maria Golfo, and she makes the first basket of the second half. So 28-11. Get that quarter changed on the scoreboard as well. I meant to do that earlier. So again, underway in the third quarter. Fort Scott with the lead 28-11. Fort Scott starting with their starters here in the second half. Abby Gorman, Raven Kegler, Allie Brown, Keegan Yark, and Kylie Comstock. The five in white on the floor for the Lady Tigers here. Pass to Lafayette, and the three-pointer is good. That was Amelia Golfo with the three-pointer there. A couple of quick baskets to start this second half for Lafayette. Again, they are a much larger school than Fort Scott, suburbs of St. Louis. So they've seen some pretty good competition throughout the year as well. Don't have a great record, coming in at 3-12. But again, still formidable competition for the Lady Tigers. Pass goes inside to Kylie. Turnaround shot, trying to get it through traffic there. It doesn't go. A little contact there. No foul call. Rebound comes down to Zukowski. Pass to the top. Lila Kimberlin with the basketball for Lafayette. Coming up on 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Drive in, left-handed shot, good by Nania. She had 7 at the break. 9 now for the game. And it's 28-16. All of a sudden, that good size lead for the Lady Tigers dwindling just a little bit. But we get a layup here from Abby Gorman. Nice assist there for the Lady Tigers as well. And a quick timeout by Coach Steps with 5:41 to go in the quarter. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote by visiting Cale's website, calenelson.com, or give him a call, 620-223-2828. 30-16, Fort Scott with the lead here. Now Fort Scott is going to come out with their 1-2-2 zone press again. They got a basket, first one of the half, and now come out with that full court press again. Ball in the corner. Lafayette trying to throw it out off of Fort Scott and do. So it'll stay with Lafayette. Bound pass comes to Amelia Golfo, now to Maria Golfo. Around to the right side wing, now back to the left side, now back to the top. Shot is good there by Lafayette, and free throws coming as well. Foul's going to be on Keegan Yarrick, and that is the fourth one on Keegan tonight. Well, the scoreboard only has her with 2, but now 3, so maybe I misplayed one earlier. Free throw is no good. The basket was good, though, so we'll get that updated for you. Sorry about that. A little behind on the scoreboard here tonight. Fort Scott grabbed the rebound but lost it out of bounds. Now a steal by Gorman. She'll drive in, now kicks it back, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Fort Scott. Three-pointer from Keegan. That one doesn't go. Rebound loose and a foul. Looks like on Abby Gorman, kind of over the back there on the rebound. It's the first foul on Abby Gorman tonight. 4:23 to go here in the third quarter. 30-18, Fort Scott with the lead. It was once much larger than just the 12 points it is now. Here's a steal by Keegan. Shot no good. Put back is no good. And another rebound, this time by Lafayette. So still 30-18. Fort Scott on top. Pass goes right now back to the top of the key to Lila Kimberlin. Back around to the far side. Go right now back to, and they're going to call a charge on Kimberlin. I believe that's her third. Ball goes back over to Fort Scott. 3:34 to go here in the third quarter. Allie Brown will bring it up the court. Hits Rogers on the right side wing. Run off a screen. Now they get it back to the top to Kylie Comstock. Over to Allie. Fakes a three. Now kicks it back to Keegan at the top of the key. Back out to JC. We got a whistle. Looks like they're going to get an offensive moving screen on Fort Scott here. That was going to be on Allie, her first, with 3:13 to play. So ball back over. And now down the court, quickly down the court, as Lafayette was able to break the press, but Kvisic misses the shot. Allie comes out of the trees with the rebound. Now ahead to Keegan. Find Kylie, drive on the baseline. Shot a little bit too short. Put back opportunity, no good, but a foul. And that'll put Kylie at the line for 2. And a technical foul has been issued. Looks like Anika Kvisic. They've been a little quick with those technical fouls tonight. We saw one in the boys' game as well on Seneca. I believe she got them both. We'll see if they put them up on the board that way. Kylie at the free throw line. Kylie will shoot 2. Yeah, so they gave her the personal foul and the technical foul. So Kvisic now has 4 fouls for the game. And Kylie made 1 and missed 1. Now Allie Brown will go to the line for the technical shot. She misses the first. Second one is good for Allie. Now a sub as Kavicic will come out. And Faith Zukalski comes in. .245, third quarter. Fort Scott with the lead. They get it inside to Kylie, but she missed the shot again. Fort Scott's missed a few of those bunnies here in this third quarter. They lead at 32-18. It was 28-7 at the halftime break. Shot there, doesn't go. Rebound, J.C. Rogers. Shot no good inside by Fort Scott. And Lafayette pulls down the rebound. Go over to Kimberlin. Now they go to the elbow to Amelia Golfo. Now back out. Three-pointer on the way. That was Amelia, actually. Maria Golfo had the ball at the elbow. Shot no good. Put back no good. And a foul, but they're going to call the foul on the floor. The ball went in, but they're going to call the foul on the floor. Foul's going to go on Allie Brown. Her second. And now a steal by Allie Brown. She'll go all the way, lays it up, a little too strong. Nice putback, though, and that one goes. So Kylie Comstock comes away with the points. And Fort Scott increases that lead again, 34-18. Another Fort Scott steal. This time it's Keegan Yarick, and she'll go coast to coast. And lays it up and in, and just like that, Fort Scott's lead is back out, 36-18. And now we got a whistle and a travel going to be called. And Lafayette's going to call a timeout with 1:09 to go here in the third quarter. It'll be a full timeout. So 36-18. H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call 620-215-9240. 1:09 to go here in the third quarter. Fort Scott's with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Lafayette now down to 2 timeouts remaining for the game. And we hope from the Fort Scott standpoint that doesn't become important later on. Fort Scott's got a pretty good lead at this point. 36-18. Pass, nice backdoor pass to Allie Brown, and she'll make the shot. Fort Scott, knocked it away. Lafayette able to get it back. Still in backcourt, and now a long pass that's over the head of Sukalski and out of bounds. So 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter, and it's another Lafayette turnover. Fort Scott, Gorman to Brown. She's got it at the top of the key. Picked up her dribble. Not quite sure how she just did that. I'll explain it here in a second. Abby Gorman with it on the right side wing. Now back out to Keegan with 20 seconds. It looked like from where we're at up here in the corner that Allie Brown was going to pass it to a teammate, and at the last second saw the teammate move in a direction she wasn't anticipating and pulled the ball back and kept a hold of it. Here's a turnover. Layup at the other end by Lafayette. It's no good. Rebound loose. 3 seconds to go, and we got a foul on the floor. Fouls on Lafayette with 3.3 seconds to go. They're going to call it on Ellie Messer, her second. Shot from half court at the buzzer is no good by Allie Brown, and that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. But Fort Scott with a nice little flurry here. They lead it 38 to 18 at the end of the third quarter. Again, thanks for joining us here tonight. And a huge thanks to all of our sponsors. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. Looks like Fort Scott's going to come out with their starting five. Abby Gorman, Raven Kegler, Allie Brown, Kylie Comstock, and Keegan Yarick. Shot there by Fort Scott, no good, and the rebound is knocked out of bounds. Starting this third quarter here, Fort Scott has forced 14 turnovers from Lafayette. They've held on the ball quite a bit better here in the second half than they did in the first half. There's a shot in and out, no good. Rebound taken by Fort Scott. Gorman pulled it down for the Tigers. (38-18), just underway here in the fourth quarter. Thanks again for joining us on Duckbait TV. Shot there by Keegan is no good. Fort Scott grabbed the rebound. Gorman with another one, finds Keegan on the backside, and that one is good. Another steal by Fort Scott. Keegan Yarick with the steal. And now another turnover for Lafayette. They're going to get their point guard back in the game here, as Lila Kimberlin will come back, and they'll get somebody else in the game as well, it looks like. Now a foul on Lafayette. We'll send Kylie to the line. Third one on Faith Zukowski here in this game. Kylie missed them both. Rebound chased down by Keegan, though. Grabbing another rebound. Now they get it back out. We got a whistle. Looks like another foul is being called. So Yarrick with another basket there for Fort Scott. Lafayette trying to run through their offense again here. Shot there by Golfo is good. Amelia Golfo with the shot. That'll get them into the 20s on the scoreboard at 44-20. Just under 6 minutes to play in this one. Pass out to Brown. Three-pointer on the way. A little short. Rebound. Keegan fights for it. Gets it back. Shot there. Another putback opportunity is no good for Kylie, but 2 free throws coming. And I believe they called the 4th one on Zukowski. Oh, nope, 5th one. I'll get that updated here on my book, so she will come out. Free throw is good. Yeah, I think it should be 46. I got 47 up there for the Tigers. She made both free throws, but she didn't make the shot, so it should be 46-20. Yarrick with a three-pointer, and now another steal for Fort Scott. And another timeout here. Trying to get the book caught up here a little bit. So, yeah, I had the Tigers at 44-20. Kylie Comstock made both free throws. She did make both of them, right? So that should put them at 46. And then a three-pointer from Keegan Yarrick. So that should be 49. And now they got 52 up there. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Keegan got a steal and a layup. So it should be 51. And the Lady Tigers lead this by 31, so we may be getting a running clock here. Not sure with tournament play, but I'm assuming that that would be in effect. Shot good for Golfo, Maria Golfo. She's got 8 tonight. Fort Scott with a three-pointer there. That one doesn't go. Rebound taken by Rayleigh Cowan is out there for Fort Scott, along with Abby Gorman. Claire McElroy, Aubrey Yarnick, and J.C. Rogers. So 3:24 to go. Fort Scott trying to salt this one away, leading at 51-22. Pass goes to the wing, and now we got a whistle and a travel called on Fort Scott. And we are at the running clock scenario. Get some subs here, it looks like, for Lafayette. Golfo hits a three, though. Into the corner, three-pointer from Gorman. Swish! Abby Gorman hits a three. 54-25, Fort Scott on top. 2 minutes to play, and again, we are in that running clock area of things. Pass goes right side. This is Anna Mathis with the basketball. Now a three-pointer from the corner. That one no good. Mary Hales with the shot there, and Fort Scott grabs the rebound. And we're going to get a quick timeout for Fort Scott, and that's going to be called to get the sub in. That's Allison Wheeler, a 5'6" freshman who's checking in. Her first action tonight. She'll replace Gorman. Now we got ball knocked out of bounds, so it'll go back over to Fort Scott, and now a shot is good and a foul is also called here. Ball was knocked out of bounds by Lafayette. I may have said knocked out of bounds by Fort Scott, but knocked out of bounds by Lafayette. They get an inbounds play, and the shot is good. Foul is going to go on Ellie Messer. She's not out there right now, but that's, or maybe she is. So with 18 seconds left, there's an inadvertent horn there. So they are going to stop the clock with 16 seconds to go to get an inbounds play here. Fort Scott will try to run the clock out. It's a steal. 8 seconds to go. Layup is good. That should do it for this one here tonight. And it will. So your final score, Fort Scott 56, Lafayette 30. Maybe not the cleanest finish there, but Fort Scott does get the win. So, again, your final score 56-30. The board has 57, but I think we're in agreement, at least I'm in agreement with my camera guy, that they gave Fort Scott an extra point at the free throw line here just a few moments ago. Either way, Fort Scott with the win here tonight, and they will advance to the winner's bracket and play Nevada tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock. So, again, your final score, 56-30, Fort Scott with the win. Let's check the points for the Lady Tigers. Lots of folks getting into the game with this one. Keegan Yarrick, 25 points again. She just had a big night the last time out as well. And she had 25 against Coffeyville the other night. 17.1 points per game average coming into this. That's probably going to push her up close to 20, if not over 20. 25 points in this game tonight for Keegan Yarrick to lead all scorers. Abby Gorman had 10. Kylie Comstock also with 10. And then Allie Brown had 5. Aubrey Yarrick with 4. And J.C. Rogers with 2. Let's take a look at Lafayette. And again, just the power of Fort Scott and the ability of Keegan Yarrick. Keegan Yarrick had 25 points by herself. Lafayette had 30 as a team. So that tells you a little bit about how good this Fort Scott Lady Tiger team is this year. Amelia Golfo was the leading scorer for Lafayette. And again, I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing these game names. I'm probably mispronouncing a lot of them. There's a lot of them with a lot of letters in there. So I do apologize for folks maybe watching from the St. Louis area. 11 for Amelia Golfo. 9 for Taylor Nania. Maria Golfo had 8. And then Kelly Archambault had 2. So that's how they had it there in this one, as Fort Scott wins it again. 56-30 is your final score. Fort Scott with the victory here tonight. Now, with the win, they advance to the winner's bracket semifinals, and they'll make things a little bit easier on us as we go. Of course, we were in the same gym for both games tonight, but the Lady Tigers will be both teams will be in the new gym for the rest of the tournament now, as the Fort Scott Lady Tigers get the victory here tonight. They will play Nevada at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the new gym, so just down the hallway from here. We'll have that for you here on Duck Bay TV. We'll start that broadcast right around 4 o'clock. It is the first game of the day scheduled tomorrow, so that one should be on time. And then the boys will play at 8 o'clock, 8:30 tomorrow night, also in the new gym. As you see the rest of the results from the girls' games here today, pretty sure we don't have a final yet, but I'm pretty sure I snuck my head into the Blue Springs Frontenac game. That's the third one down the way there. And Blue Springs was leading in the third quarter by about 15 or so. I would assume that they probably held on and beat Frontenac in that one, although you never know. But I would assume that they will move on. They moved on to the winner's bracket semifinals and will play Bartlesville, Oklahoma. That's the one there at the bottom there. As I was putting these brackets together, I thought, I'm just going to do logos. That's going to look really cool. That's what they do on TV. And then I forget, I don't know the teams as well. So, but anyway, that is Bartlesville, Oklahoma. They beat Seneca's girls earlier in this game, or earlier in this night as well. So Fort Scott with the win. They'll play Nevada. They defeated Blue Valley Southwest earlier. Again, that game at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the new gym. So if you're coming to Frontenac, go to the new gym. Don't come to the old gym. Go to the new gym. If you're going to watch on Duck Bay TV, we welcome you to do so, and we'll have that one for you. That coverage will start a little bit before 4 tomorrow afternoon from Frontenac. And again, like we said, I believe Blue Springs defeated Frontenac, and they'll take on Bartlesville in the other winner's bracket semifinal as they took down Seneca. Let's take one more look at the boys' bracket, as the Tiger boys won earlier tonight as well. So they will play Piedmont out of Oklahoma. Piedmont, Oklahoma, which is a suburb of Oklahoma City. Piedmont defeated Nevada tonight 66-42. Tiger boys won 62-42 over Seneca's boys tonight. And we did get a score from the Webb City game. They won 73-53 over Owensville, which is also in Missouri. The Tiger boys, you might remember that name. They played the Tiger boys a couple of years ago here in the Frontenac tournament. And they are kind of in between St. Louis and Lake of the Ozarks. So to give you kind of a thought of maybe where that is, they're on the other side of the center of Missouri. But anyway, so it'll be Fort Scott's boys against Piedmont's boys. And, again, that one will start at 8:30, or scheduled to start at 8:30 tomorrow night. Again, follow our social media. We'll keep you updated on that one as we go along tomorrow night. We were really close to starting on time, maybe about 10 minutes late tonight with this game that was supposed to, the fourth game of 4 that was supposed to start at 8:30. We started about 8:30. 8:40, somewhere in that range tonight, so hopefully we'll be pretty close to on time tomorrow as well. And looking forward to it as the Fort Scott Tigers and Lady Tigers both get wins on the opening night of the 2024 Frontenac 4-State Classic here in Frontenac, Kansas. Again, we've got great partners that help us out throughout this season, and again, we cannot do these broadcasts without those folks. So we, again, we'll go through the list here, but again, each and every one of our sponsors, thank you so much for helping us out, and thank you to you viewers who are tuning in and watching us here on Duckbait TV. It's been a fun season to do, and of course, all of this time is fun. It doesn't matter to me if the teams are winning or not, but it's more fun when the teams are winning, and that's the case right now. The Lady Tigers are now 10-0. The Tiger boys are 9-1, and looking forward to the rest of this season. Edward Jones has been advising customers in the world of finance for over 100 years. Financial advisor Jamie Armstrong continues that tradition in Fort Scott. Contact Jamie by phone at 620-223-1866 or email Jamie at jamie.armstrong@edwardjones.com. Chad Cousins is your local 1842 Wealth Management Financial Advisor. Contact Chad for more information by email at chad@1842wealth.com or call Chad at 620-215-9240. Liberty Savings has been in Fort Scott since 1919, helping community members with their banking needs for over 100 years. Visit them at 24 South Judson or call 620-223-0300. Joey Fritter is a loan officer with Open Mortgage. Open Mortgage is a multi-channel mortgage lender believing that better is possible, constantly striving to bring a better mortgage experience to everyone. Joey can assist you in buying a home from start to finish. Her office is located at 1 East Wall Street in Fort Scott. Call today to get pre-qualified for a home loan at 620-644-8146. State Farm agent Cale Nelson is your local agent for home and auto. Contact Cale for a quote by visiting Cale's website at calenelson.com or give Cale a call at 620-223-2828. Highway 3 has modern personalized fleece name blankets along with fun and unique personalized gifts. You can also now find Highway 3 products at several retail stores in the area. For more information, follow their Facebook page at facebook.com/shophighway3 or check out their website, shophighway3.com. And H2 Painting LLC, the right way the first time. Look them up on Facebook at facebook.com/H2PaintingSEK or call them at 620-605-2769. Again, a huge thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us out this season, and a huge thanks to all of our partners for doing that as well. Once again, the Tiger boys with the win here tonight earlier, 62-42 over Seneca. They will take on Piedmont, Oklahoma tomorrow evening at 8:30. Again, scheduled to start at 8:30. We'll see if we actually get that or not. But scheduled to start at 8:30 in the new gym as Piedmont took down Nevada earlier tonight, 66-42. And then also on the girls' side of things, the Lady Tigers, they won tonight. Final score, once again, 56-30, I believe. And then also they will take on Nevada, who defeated Blue Valley Southwest earlier today, 53-40, the final score there. That game will start at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in the new gym. We'll have both of those games for you here on Duckbait TV. For my dad on the camera tonight, Willie Abatey, and to the family back home, and to all the Duckbaits out there, I'm Tony Abatey. We know you have many options when watching Fort Scott Tiger and Lady Tiger basketball, but thanks for joining us on Duckbait TV. Good night.